All right, so we have a new 15-inch MacBook Pro that could launch as soon as April of this year, which would be 2023. And this is coming from 9 to 5 Mac via display analyst Ross Young, which was also collaborated by Ming Chi Kuo. Hopefully I'm saying that right. But things appear to be very promising with those two heavy hitter leakers in terms of what they're saying in the next couple months. Now, I will say this because I always like to say this. It's important to know that these rumors are not guaranteed. They're just rumors, and things can change sometimes. Now, the question I ask myself, and maybe the question that you're asking yourself, is how is this going to fit into the current MacBook Pro lineup? And I thought, maybe from a marketing perspective or pricing, who's a target user? And even I thought about like a screen size perspective. Now, from a marketing standpoint, I think this is going to slide between the MacBook Air and the MacBook Pro. And if the rumors are true, when this is released, it'll pan out to, I would say, be Apple's mid-range laptop. In contrast, I would consider the Mac Studio Apple's mid-range desktop, and then you have the Mac Mini and then the Mac Pro, and that Studio kind of slides in right between. Also, I think this is really a solution to help Apple recover from its revenue drop that they suffered last quarter when it relates to Mac sales. Now, before we move on to pricing, I would say consider subscribing to Apple Fan Dad. It really helps out the channel, and it's going to make me cry like a proud parent. No, I'm just joking, but I might cry if the channel does hit 1,000 subs. I seriously have been working on this for the last 2 years, so just want to thank all my subscribers who subscribe to Apple Fan Dad. Now, from a pricing standpoint, the 14-inch MacBook Pro starts at $19.99, and then you have that 13.6-inch MacBook Air, which starts at $11.99. So I would say this is going to kind of fall in between those two price points. And if I had to guess, I would say $14.99 for the rumored Mac Pro. No, not Mac Pro, MacBook. Now, from a target perspective, I think this is someone who's looking for a laptop that has better battery life. The current MacBook Air has 18 hours of battery life. And I think this MacBook is going to at least have to align with the MacBook Pro, which has 22 hours of battery life or 22-hour rating. And obviously, this target user needs a display that has a little bit more real estate than a 13.6 MacBook Air. And I'm going to go on the fence and predict that this guy's going to offer the Liquid Retina XDR display, which is offered on the MacBook Pro. There's no details on color options, but the last 12-inch MacBook Apple offered, I would say about 8 years ago in 2015, was available in space gray, silver, and gold. And from a screen perspective, the current MacBook Air screen is a 13.6-inch Liquid Retina, like I mentioned earlier, while the old one was a 13-inch Retina display. On top of that, the MacBook Pro has a 14.2, or the larger one is a 16.2 Liquid Retina display. So, if these rumors are true about this 15.5-inch, I think this will fit perfect in the Mac laptop lineup. So we looked at a lot of different perspectives today, and I feel really good about that $14.99 price point prediction, which is something I wouldn't share if I didn't really believe in the data. Anyway, I love making these videos, so I hope that you can subscribe so we can get together on the next one.